So, you might be thinking, why am I staring at a map? Well, that's because I want to show that. And if you don't know what that is, I'm going to get an aerial view. And look at this. I've finished the industrial district flooring. Took hours and hours of work. But it is done. And this iron farm has been pumping through doing it. Got quite a lot. Just from doing it. All the flooring. But most of the time I was actually probably on the other side, not rendering in. Not sure if it renders in, but I don't know. Whatever. That's how much I've got either way. Whether it is rendering in or not. That's how much I got. But anyway, that's not what we want to do in today's video. We don't want to be here in today's video. In today's video, we are exploring ocean monuments and the guardians and outer guardians in them. So, to find one, there's multiple ways of doing this. Either just, fly around, look for one, or use chunk base or something like that. I often refer to chunk base because that's my tool of choice, but there is another way. If you go to cartographers, they often sell you Ocean Explorer maps, which links to some of these, and Woodland Explorer maps go to Woodland Mansion. But I believe I already have some because I was leveling up these guys. So there we go, we found one right there. And I'm not even on the map here, so that's not a good sign. There are a few other copies, so we might be able to find the best one, I guess. Alright, so this one, I am on the map in that one. I am also on the map there. Not there. So I just got to choose between these ones. I think I'm going to go with this one. Alright, this one can go back. Alright, here we go. I gotta just fly around and find it, I guess. I definitely don't need 12 copies. I'm gonna dispose of the other 11. Just, that's how I dispose of stuff here. And now, as you can see, I'm on the top of the map and a bit to the left. So this way is north, which means I've got to fly south. And this way is west, which means I've got to fly east. So I've got to go southeast. And the way I know which way I'm going, besides down here, but not everyone might have that, here, facing west. So right now I've got to turn around this way and that way. So I've got to fly this way. So after a bit of flying, hopefully we can find the ocean monument. But I do need some more food. So I'm going to get that food and then find this ocean monument. Oh, here we go, rendering in a bit of the map, which means I am about to fly in. Should be able to see my character move this way. Yep, there we go. So the ocean monument should just be in front of us here. There it is. So you can see it right there. Alright, nice. So now that we know where it is, I think we should go back home and brew some water breathing potions and possibly some invisibility, which could come in handy, both of those. So, yeah, I think I'm going to head back. Probably should have brought obsidian to make a portal. But I guess I'll fly back. It's not too far. And then I'm going to make some water breathing, which uses a pufferfish, which I do not have any. But I might actually just be able to take a dive in the ocean here and find some. And no, I won't, because I need a coral reef for that. I have forgotten about that. So, yeah, I guess I'll go fishing a bit and try to get some pufferfish. And then for the invisibility, it's just golden carrots and then a fermented spider eye. So, that shouldn't be too hard. And I believe this is actually really close to the old base. Yeah, this is where I mine sand a lot. And the old base should just be right around here. Hopefully. Hopefully I'm not wrong. I wasn't wrong, but it was just a bit further on. Okay, so now that I've got my potions and I'm back at the ocean monument, what I want to do is drink them. And you can probably do the same thing. I would recommend bringing a bucket of milk for after you kill the Elder Guardians. Because that way you can easily get rid of their mining fatigue, which I've just gotten. I need to find the entrance, but if you have invisibility and taken all your armor off, then the normal guardians shouldn't be able to see you. which is good because that way you won't get attacked. And also the water breathing obviously makes you breathe in the water, so you don't need to worry about drowning. So I got 8 minutes to find and kill all 3 Elder Guardians. Now, normally there's one to the right, to the left, and then up. So the one up is usually the hardest one to get to, I find. He should be through this wall, I think. But I normally don't really know how to get there. And I normally do know how to get to the side ones, but I seem to be having trouble. Oh, here he is. Here's one of them. So if I just equip my armor back on and start attacking this guy. Careful, because they do a lot of damage. And they do have thorns, so that's another thing to be careful of. This guy still managed to see me even when I took my armor off. And I don't need to worry because since that is outside of my loaded area, the Guardian shouldn't be able to get all my stuff. But the annoying thing is I'm going to need to brew up some more potions, which I don't really have too much of. Or I could just try to swim back in there and, you know, just YOLO. But I don't think I'm going to do that. That sounds dumb. So I think I'm just going to brew up some more potions and see how it goes. But I got to get my nether warts that I just planted in before. Alright, we're not off to a good start here. Okay, so now that I've got an example of what not to do out of the way, I can get back into the ocean monument and hopefully, first of all, get my stuff back, and second of all, defeat the rest of these guys. But first of all, I actually got to find where I was when I died, and I believe I was around this way somewhere. Hopefully I can find my stuff decently quickly. I believe I was right here actually. Yep, right here. Alright, as long as I get all my stuff back, I'm good. And honestly, I don't care about the potions and stuff, as long as I get all my netherite stuff. Alright, so I've got my armor, all of my armor, and looks like all my tools. I don't see anything else floating around, so it should be good. Should be good. Alright, oh yeah, looks good. So now I think I'm gonna go looking for the other guy on the side. And I just gotta get my right sword out. But to go look for the second guy on the other side, it's easy to just go looking, swimming around here. It might take a little while to go around the whole way, but eventually you will get there. And hopefully run into the other guy, and hopefully not die this time. Alright, here we go. Here's the Elder Guardian. Hopefully I can attack him without being spotted. Alright, there. I have attacked him, and he has not spotted me. So, honestly, it's easier to just use no invis. Even though you will take more thorns damage, none of the other guardians and this guy won't spot you. And there we go. 2 down, 1 to go. And this last one should be at the top somewhere. Which, as I said before, is usually the hardest one for myself to get to. But hopefully we can get there. And also, if we run into a room with sponges along the way, that's one of the reasons I actually came to the monument today. Also, in here, you can get a bunch of gold, so definitely worth the stop there. But yeah, it looks like I'm having a bit of trouble getting to this top room. I guess a bit of traveling around, and hopefully I will eventually find the way. Even though I do have mining fatigue, it is still possible to break blocks. It just takes a very long time. So I think, since I'm not able to find my way, I might just try to sit here and see how long it takes me to break this block, I guess. Yeah, we've finally broken through. It took a little while. I want to actually go down there and see what way I could have possibly gone up. And it's going to be so obvious. But obviously not to me. So here, down here, where was this? I don't think I'd ever been here. And this is actually another room I was looking for that I couldn't find. And I was ready to give up on. But where was this? I am genuinely confused. I have no idea where I am. But I'm going to go get those sponges and then explore around a bit. Because I still need to get those sponges. Now I've forgotten where those sponges were. I think it was up here. Alright, perfect. I'm going to quickly block out the floor. So none of these other guys can get to me. Then I'm going to drink a bucket of milk. And then immediately another water breathing. Because this milk will remove my minus fatigue. Since there's no more Elder Guardians, I won't get it back. But this water breathing will now help me breathe again. And if I actually put on my Acro Affinity, I should be able to insta-mine all these. Alright, perfect. Got them all nice and quickly. With my hoe, efficiency 5 hoe. And looks like I have 36 sponges, which is something I needed for a project I'm going to be working on. Alright, now, drinking invisibility, and let's head out of here. Okay, so now that we're done at the Ocean Monument, got the sponges that I needed. I believe I placed them in here, or I might have put them in here already. Oh, I am thinking ahead. But the reason I have all this stuff here is because I'm going to be making a farm. And that is going to be a squid farm for ink sacs. Because I'm going to be starting on a project soon. And I need black dye for some grey concrete. So yeah, I'm going to need a lot of black dye. So, ink farm. That's what I'm doing today. And this is all the materials that I should need. Got the sponges already. I'm going to bring a bit of extra obsidian to make a portal with, actually. Just so I can go to and from the nether nice and easily. If I just grab my flint and steel as well. Should be good now. Now, all that I need is probably a bed just to take with me. And now I should be good. So I'm just gonna go through the nether, set up a portal, and then show you what we're doing and where we're doing it. Okay, so after a bit of nether portal linking, I'm finally over here at the location that I've chosen to make the squid farm at. And basically this is the area marked with the spruce wood that I'm going to be building it in. And yeah, I'm gonna have to clear out a bunch of water in the surrounding area. Similar to what I had to do for the witch farm. Like make a 128 sphere so mobs wouldn't spawn. But for this one, hostile mobs, I don't really care about them. They can spawn all they want. It's just the squid, so I gotta clear rivers. So yeah, it shouldn't be too hard. I got the sponges. Would've liked some more maybe, but I can just easily go through the nether and dry them up, and that shouldn't be too hard. But yeah, I'm just gonna get stuck into building and see how we go. Also, if you're wondering where that is, it is just a few hundred blocks away from the industrial district. If I keep flying this way, should eventually find it. Okay, yeah, here we are. The industrial district is about 500, maybe 800 blocks away from the squid farm. Didn't want to make it too close to here. I might have been able to fit it like here. But the thing with this farm is that it's very efficient. And if I had it near here, I would be loading in all these other farms and that farm. And the storage would just overflow way too quickly. So I'm going to do it over where I put it. Because it's just better. And it will cause less problems for me in the future. So, anyway, as I said, time to get stuck into it. Okay, so I am pretty much done the infrastructure of this thing. Got all the portals in place, got all the water where the squids will spawn, and then they'll get teleported through to the nether. And yeah, that's basically how the whole farm works, and I can take this bed, don't really need it anymore. But yeah, basically all I have left to do is clear a bunch of the rivers around here. So if I just do this, you can see where all the river biomes are. and that's basically where I want to make sure that is all cleared. So everything here will have to be cleared. Stuff like here won't have to be, but I mean, it's so small, like I might as well just do it. I don't really know. It's probably just easier to do it than to not. Because then I would have to individually kind of segment this part. So, I don't know, I'll see how I go, but basically all I've got left to do is clear all the water. Then this farm should be done, because I have also done the part that I had to do in the nether. If I can go through. So this is the AFK spot here, just marked with an iron block, so we can differentiate. Then if you go through here, you'll be able to see there's a few stuff going on here. So there's this portal, it's encased in glass because, you know, just in case. But also mobs can't spawn on top of glass, so that's also another reason. But then we got this portal, which will be filled up with boats with cats in them. Don't know why that works, but I'm following a tutorial, so yeah, I guess I gotta do it. And I will link the tutorial in the description, so check that out if you want to build the squid farm. But yeah, the squids will teleport through here, get pushed out of the portal frame, then land onto these hoppers, where they will eventually suffocate and die, and their drops will go here. And apparently we got a few already. That might have just been ones I chucked in there, but yeah, whatever. So yeah, time to get clearing the river, and then we can give this farm a bit of a test. Okay, so after hours of more work, I am done, and this is the nether side of the farm where we have the cats now there, if you can faintly hear them meowing. Also, there was a subtitle just before, there it is again. There are cats in each of those boats, and that will push out the squids once they go through the portals. But if we head over to the overworld, you can just see how much work I have gotten done. And if I just fly out of here, you can see all this river is cleared. All this cleared river is the amount of area I need. If I just do this, you can actually see the amount of area that was needed. And there was river all through here as well. I actually tore out the sand already. There's some on here still, but I think that's every last bit of river. These areas, they aren't actually river, they're just tiger biomes, so that's fine, don't need to clear that. And I think I've cleared every last bit of river here, so yeah, I think all is good now. And we can give the farm a bit of a test, so maybe I'll stand at the farm for maybe 10-15 minutes and see how much ink sacks that gets me. A lot. That is a lot of ink sacks. This has only been running for 15 minutes. We got a whole double chest. These hoppers are probably full as well. Not quite. But this chest is also kind of full. So if we fill these hoppers, I guess, for argument's sake, we got a double chest, 2 hoppers, and 5, almost 6 stacks. So that is a lot of ink sacks. Very efficient farm we've got here. But yeah, that is where this episode is gonna finish off. Had a lot of progress done in this episode. Looked at the ocean monument, defeated them, and then we built this farm, which took quite a while. So I hope you did enjoy. I definitely enjoyed making this episode. A lot of fun. But yeah, if you did enjoy, please consider leaving a like and subscribing for more content like this. But until next time, later guys.